Why do we feel guilty for having hobbies that don't make us money? The other day, I was reading a book for fun, and after 2 hours, I started feeling guilty. I remember putting the book down and thinking, shouldn't I be doing something productive? And maybe you felt this too. Maybe you like painting, gardening, dancing, knitting, playing instruments, watching birds, walking, baking, reading fiction, taking photographs, you name your hobby. But instead of enjoying it, a voice appears in your head and asks, but how is this helping your career? Can you monetize this? Could this become a business? Is it a waste of time? Yeah, and the thing that you loved doing at first starts feeling selfish or irresponsible or lazy. And I think that's one of the saddest things happening in the modern society today. We've become so obsessed with productivity that we've forgotten how to simply enjoy being human. I don't remember exactly when everything became a side hustle. But somewhere along the way, hobbies stopped being hobbies. Everything became a business. If you like baking, start a bakery. If you like photography, start a photography business. If you enjoy writing, sell a course. If you enjoy fitness, become a coach. If you enjoy fashion, become an influencer. If you enjoy making videos, start becoming a personal brand strategist. Like every passion immediately gets assigned a price tag. You get. And while there's absolutely nothing wrong with turning your hobby into income, not everything needs to become a job. Some things should remain hobbies. Some things should simply exist because they make you happy. So why do many of us feel guilty doing the things we enjoy if they don't make money? I think partly it's because most of us grew getting praised for results. Like if you'd get good grades, if you would win competitions, if you'd get promoted, definitely you'd be praised. You'd get some praises. Like over time, our brains learned that achievement is equals to value. So when we are engaged in an activity that does not produce a measurable income, it feels uncomfortable. And not because there's anything that is wrong, because it doesn't fit the rules that we've been living by. And the other thing is that the internet has changed how we view hobbies. 20 years ago, if someone loved baking, they would simply bake. If someone loved anything, they would simply bake it, not start a business from it. If someone loved traveling, they would just travel. But nowadays, you can't travel without thinking how to become a digital nomad. You can't go swimming without thinking how you can monetize swimming. You can't do some things because they feel like a waste of time. Like, how can I profit from this? And ironically, the people who need hobbies the most are the ones who often feel guilty about them. Like high achievers are constantly evaluating time. Every hour has a purpose, every activity needs to be justified. But that mindset creates a problem. Like you have a whole calendar for every single hour that you have in your life. And we are carrying ourselves like companies instead of people. Companies optimize, but people enjoy experiences. People need the joy. The other mistake we are making is that we are confusing rest for laziness. Many of us were never taught the difference between rest and laziness. Laziness is avoiding responsibilities, right? But rest is recovering from responsibilities. Those are very different things. If you're going for work, if you're painting, if you're gardening, whatever you love, those activities are not stealing success from you. They're often what allows you to sustain that success. Also remember that hobbies give you an identity outside of your work. And this is something I think about a lot, right? If your entire identity is built around your work, what happens when that work becomes difficult? What happens if you get fired? What happens if your business starts to struggle? What happens if you lose everything? What happens if you burn out? People who have hobbies have multiple sources of meaning. They're not just entrepreneurs, they're not just employees, they're not just creators, they're not just readers, photographers, gardeners, you name it. Work becomes part of who they are, not who they actually are. And it's true, some things exist to be experienced, and this might sound simple, but I think we've forgotten that not every experience is supposed to produce something. Some experiences, and they are the reward. You travel, that is the reward. You don't watch a sunset to become wealthier. You don't laugh with friends to increase your productivity. You don't listen to music because it will improve or it will count in your quarterly results. You do those things because they make life fulfilling. And that's enough. They make you happy, that is enough. So maybe the real question isn't how can I make money from this hobby? Maybe we can start asking a better question, which is what part of me comes alive when I do this hobby? Because a hobby is not to make you richer. Sometimes a hobby is just to make you happier. And in a world that is obsessed with turning everything into profit, into money, having a few things that make you happy and make you healthier, that is the best thing that you can do for yourself, right? You don't have to make money from whatever you're doing.